Sup? 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 It's where is it at? It's 9:41. We're here for day 2 of the Oscar Marathon. If you guys watched last week, you do realize it was fun, wasn't it? Did you like it?
It was pretty fire.
Yeah. What was your favorite movie that we saw last week?
The Complete Unknown.
Dang right. Which I so happen to have found out a lot of people hate on. And I don't know why. I thought it was a pretty great movie. And I would not be mad if it wins Best Picture. Oscars are tomorrow. I'm live streaming tomorrow during the Oscars. I'm actually probably today because I'm probably putting this video out Sunday morning. So if you're watching this video, I either already have a live stream out or I am going to live stream tonight starting at 5 p.m. Central if I can. But we got 4... How many movies are we watching today? We're watching the shorts and we're watching
4, I think.
Anora, Conclave, Wicked, and The Brutalist. So we got 4 movies today. And then I still haven't seen Emilia Perez because I'm putting it off as much as possible because I don't want to watch Emilia Perez. Let me take a drink of my Celsius. Have you seen Emilia Perez?
No, and I will never watch it.
But then you can't say you watched all the Best Picture nominees.
It ain't gonna win anyways.
I'll make you a bet. If it wins Best Picture, you watch Emilia Perez.
Okay.
Deal. I'm going to try to watch it before the Oscars, but I don't know because it's Sunday, and I don't know if my family has anything planned. So, best movie so far, Dune Part 2, and Dune Part 2 is going to be the best movie by the end of this because I just love Dune Part 2. But first up, we have the animated shorts, and I don't care about the animated shorts, but you do, don't you?
Yeah.
I tried to convince...
my favorite animated short is a little Asian dumpling.
The Bow from Pixar?
Yeah, a little Asian
A
dumpling.
little Asian dumpling. That's what he can do to describe that one. That one's good. And I'm sure it'll be fine, but like 2 hours of animated shorts to start us off. I mean, I tried to convince him to stay so he'd sleep later, but I mean, I'm tired. I'm very tired. I got a Celsius, Live Fit, burns body fat, you know. I love Celsius. Do you guys like Celsius? Let me know if you guys like Celsius. The Arctic Vibe flavor is not very good, in my opinion. Talking about movies. So, what movie are you most looking forward to today?
I'm excited to see Wicked. I'm kidding. Probably...
I've seen Wicked. It's pretty good. I'm watching it again.
Probably The Brutalist because it sounds cool.
It does. Did you know The Brutalist is 3.5 hours long?
I did not.
Yeah, they got a 15-minute intermission, I think, in the middle of the movie.
Why?
Because it's 3.5 hours long. So, like, basically, we're watching 5 movies. Brutalist Part 1, Brutalist Part 2. So, without further ado, any other thoughts in the intro?
No.
Are you tired?
No, not really.
I'm not, because I have my Celsius. Heck yeah, brother. Alright, we'll see you after the shorts, and we'll talk about the shorts. And then we'll talk about the first movie you're watching today, Anora.
2 hours later.
The shorts. The animated Oscar shorts. They're over. I've never been more happy to leave a theater. I'm not even going to lie. Ever since the first one, I was bored. Like I said, I just wasn't looking forward to these. They're not really my thing. But he wanted to go. Was it worth it? Could we have had a little extra sleep? Was it worth it?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, it was. I had fun, but they were not good.
No, they were not good. Like, there's a certain audience for them. People like this stuff, but like, it's unique, it's interesting, but it's not for me. Like, I don't like this type of animation for most of them. There's some with emotions, but they don't really work for me. So, like, they were weird too. Like, there's one, like the last one, they went to a bathroom stall and the guy's like, hey, can you feel my nuts? Really weird. Really weird kind of movie. It was a weird animated shorts. Then you got like the first one, which is, I think, probably the best one.
Yeah, the first one was the best.
And then you have the second one, which I just don't know what's going on. The first one was Magic Candy. The second one was The Shadow of a Flower or something like that. It's like the Iran one. I just didn't get that at all. Like, that was... it was weird. Did you understand that one?
No.
It was like an analogy for anger and anger issues, but I didn't understand what was happening. It was just like visuals, but didn't make any sense at all. And the third one, I think, was probably a decent one. It was Yuck. And then the fourth one, like, was just weird. Like, I went to the bathroom, came back, and then all of a sudden, like, something was happening. I didn't know what was happening. What do you think of the fourth one? Because I basically missed that one.
Was so weird. Like,
And then the fifth one is just boring. They're just not for me. Not for me. So what would you pick to win Best Animated Short at the Oscars tomorrow?
Magic Candies. That one was actually quite enjoyable.
I'd say Magic Candies too. That's the one I think's gonna win. But then again, I don't really know. The one I'd say I'd want to win, I don't know. Magic Candies are yuck. They're just not my thing. I mean, I don't know. Not for me. So, you know what it is probably gonna be for me? Anora. I actually saw Anora before. I actually didn't see it, but I actually went to see it, and then I left because it was awkward in an empty theater by myself watching the first 15 minutes. There's like 5 or 6 sex scenes, so awkward. But I'm actually kind of excited to go back into it, give it another shot, because I just didn't get past the first 15 minutes. I hear as soon as like you get past 15 minutes, then the movie gets good. Are you excited for Anora, Jacob? Go over here, boy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
First actual movie of the day.
Yeah, I'm excited because I'm curious to see who's going to win Best Actress if Mickey Madsen's that good, and then also that. So we'll see you in 2 hours and give our thoughts on Anora.
2 hours later.
You know, I love Missouri because yesterday it was almost 90 degrees, and today it's like 40 out. It's cold. Anora, what did you think? Sorry for interrupting you. What are your takes?
Best description of it, okay? It was good.
Okay.
But the beginning was a porno, middle was a movie, and also a porno.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case with Anora. It's a frustrating one because the beginning. Can you quit making all that noise? The beginning was interesting. I was interested in it, and then when we get to the overall story and what's actually going on, it can be funny. It can be energetic, kind of intense at times. I thought the cast here was fantastic. Mickey Madsen is great. I don't think she should win the Oscar for Best Actress. She's not my first pick, but I still thought Mickey Madsen was really good in the movie. And like when we get to the middle and that whole section, the scene at the house, that was awesome stuff. And then it's still got the charm to it, the comedy, the great performances. Everyone has great banter with each other as we go on it to trying to find Yorgos or Ivan. He's played by Yorgos. But then it kind of just drags out a little bit. Like it's just going to one place, asking if they see the people, leaving again, going to another place, asking if they've seen them. And it's just that over and over and over again. But it's still got the charm and the energy of it. So, and then just like the more the movie goes on, the more I'm like, it should end here. It should end here. Yeah, I think the movie should end here. It's been going on long enough. And then like it's still got the charm to it. It's still watchable, but it's not. As the longer it goes, it loses a little bit of the steam, but it's still good. Like the cast, everything here, everything that worked is still there. It just loses a little bit of it. And then the final 10 minutes just kind of left a huge sour taste in my mouth. I don't know what the last 10 minutes of the movie were. Like it just takes a weird direction in the final 10 minutes, if I do say so myself. So I liked the movie. I really did. Can't say that I loved it. I mean, it's definitely overrated. I might like it less than Nickel Boys. And I did like Nickel Boys, but I mean, the movie's still like, it's long, drawn out. But, again, it's frustrating because so much of the movie I liked, and then like the final 10 minutes didn't work for me, and the longer the movie went, it didn't really work for me. I'm still trying to battle my thoughts here. Like, my thoughts aren't completely evened out yet. Because, like, I like so much of the movie, but then it's such not a great movie, and it's definitely overrated. So, any final thoughts on Anora, my boy?
No, I think it's going to win the Oscar, like...
Hold on. You gotta tell me out of 10. 1 through 10.
Oh,
What did you think of Anora? What would you give it?
4.
4. This is gonna be really hard. Crap, what do I want to give Anora? Scale of 1 to 10. 6? Yeah, let's go 6. I think I gave Nickel Boy 6 or 6.5. I don't really know. Obviously, it's again contention for Best Picture, so it is a good movie. But like, the more I think about it, the more I'm just have this huge sour taste in my mouth, and I didn't love it. Really? Well, I wish I did love it, and so it's kind of frustrating. On a scale of 1 to 100, is it gonna win the Best Picture tomorrow?
54.
54. Another hard one. You know what? Let's keep it. I'll go 54 too. 54 is a good number. I think it's got a 54% chance to win the Oscar. So, I don't know. I'm still battling my thoughts. I'll have more thoughts on it when I do a Best Picture nominee ranking. I think it's going to come out Monday. at this point, but I'll have more thoughts on. I'll kind of battle my thoughts a little more, but this is so far the most polarizing one of the bunch for me. All right, next up we got Conclave. You know what it is?
No idea.
No idea. It's the best picture movie that people are disliking the most, and so I don't know how to go into that, but I've heard it's a thriller. I like thrillers, so let's see if this one surprises me. We'll see you in 2 hours.
2 hours later.
All right, I just watched Conclave. Did you watch Conclave?
I did, kind of.
45 minutes of it because you fell asleep, didn't you?
I did.
Are you still tired?
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. Because you fell asleep during Conclave. Now, for me, I wasn't sure what I was expecting going into the movie. I wasn't sure if I was looking forward to it or if I thought this was going to be boring. And for me, I thought it worked. I thought it was really good. I really did like this one. It's like a political thriller inside the church. I found it to be unique. It doesn't offend me. I'm a Christian, obviously. Are you Christian?
Yes.
You better be, boy. But I'm a Christian too, so like it could easily offend someone, go the wrong directions, but it doesn't. It shows that people are trying to stay faithful while also working as a political thriller, the election inside the church for the Pope, and all that there. And it's actually really intriguing. The reveals we get, they're not the most shocking things on planet Earth, but they really do work. I also thought Ralph Fiennes was really good in the movie. Do I think he's best actor? No, not at all. But I do think he was really good in the movie. So it's able to be a political thriller that intrigued me. It's a Christian movie technically, and it also intrigued me. Never made me lose interest, and I really ended up digging this one. I also found that the 2-hour runtime really worked in its favor, where it doesn't feel like we were there forever. With Anora, I genuinely felt like I was sitting there forever. With a lot of the movies last week, I felt like I was sitting there for a long time. This one was 2 hours long, kind of sped by a little quick. I thought that one was a little quick. So I thought it was effective, compelling, interesting, and apparently you didn't think that. So what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? Can you even do this? Because you, fell asleep, bro.
4.
4, yeah. His, what? You fell asleep.
Okay, but the parts I was up, it wasn't horrible.
You just said it was boring.
4.
4. This guy's tripping, bro. This guy's crazy. For me, I'm considering giving it a 7.5 or an 8. I don't want to give it an 8 because that's what I gave I'm Still Here, and I'm Still Here is, I think, significantly better than the movie. But this is what I do think worked. I'm giving it a 7.5. And your percentage of it winning the Oscar, I don't think your opinion really counts, but we'll just get it.
Let's go with a 12.
A 12% winning the Oscar. Okay. Let's go 36%. I think 36 is a fair enough number for this movie. I think that, yeah, 36 works for the movie. All right, we got Wicked next. Wicked is next. Are you excited for Wicked?
As long as people don't sing, yeah.
People sing in the movie, they'll be like, ah, and I'll be like, shut up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, I've seen Wicked. I think Wicked's really good, and we'll talk about our opinions of Wicked when Wicked is over.
2 hours later.
Movie number 3, technically movie number 4 if you count the 5 shorts of 5 or 4, just depends on what you do. It's Wicked. We saw Anora today, we saw Conclave today, and then we just saw Wicked. Actually, I rewatched Wicked today. What were your expectations going into Wicked? Actually, no, we don't need to go through that because we talked about that earlier. It's been a long day. What did you think of Wicked?
I thought Wicked was, a lot of songs, but
it's a musical, so yeah.
The ending,
obviously.
The ending was it took it all the way to the ending for me to actually get in the movie.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, the song stretched on way too long, especially the ending.
Yeah, I've seen the movie before. I liked it, but I said I needed another rewatch, and I did get a rewatch today. But this is also kind of my movie, the kind of reset, because we got The Brutalist coming up, and that's 3.5 hours long. So I kind of scroll my phone a little bit throughout the movie, and kind of reset my brain a little bit before we go see The Brutalist. Any other thoughts before I talk about what I thought of it on rewatch?
No.
And this is the first time talking about it on this channel. If you want to see a full review over on my old channel, Zachary Movie Chat, you don't got to go because, I don't post on that channel anymore. This is my official channel, but I do have a review there. And so I thought the movie was good. I really liked the musical scenes. I do like musicals, so the musical scenes were good. Choreographed great. John M. Chu, he getting robbed at the Oscars for not being nominated for Best Picture. Or not Best Picture, but nominated for Best Director. But you know who is nominated for Best Director? Whoever directed Emilia Perez, isn't that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But I thought those were directed great. Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, both fantastic. Ariana Grande is my personal pick so far to win Best Supporting Actress, but I could also see it being Felicity Jones. Like I said, haven't seen The Brutalist yet, so Felicity Jones, we'll see how she is. But so far, Ariana Grande is my pick. Some dude is going crazy on his car for the video. I guarantee that he's just doing it because he saw us on the video. Cool guy. Oh yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, that was a guy in a car. But I still think I'd pick Ariana Grande. Cynthia Erivo, I wouldn't necessarily pick her to win Best Actress, but Best Actress category this year is great, so they were great here. But the movie is a little bit drawn out, like Jacob said. Sequences are drawn out. The movie's a little bit too long, and every time we hit the third act, both watches kind of lost a little bit of interest to it. And Defying Gravity, like, I know it's a big part of the musical, but like, I just wasn't completely hooked during a sequence. Neither times I watched the movie was I ever completely hooked during Defying Gravity. So, issues for sure, but I still like this movie. Jacob, what would you give Wicked? He stayed awake the whole time. Good job.
5.
You'd give Wicked a 5 out of 10. I'd give Wicked 7. I'd say solid 7. I like Wicked, but it's not the best. Percentage to win the Best Picture. Scale 1 through 100.
73.
73. I wouldn't go that high. I'd say 61. 61% chance for Wicked to win Best Picture. So, last movie on our marathon. Are you sad that our marathon's almost over?
A little bit, but I'm excited for this movie.
I love doing this marathon, and while I am a little bit exhausted now, and I'm looking forward to The Brutalist, but I'm not like necessarily excited for a 3.5 hour long movie. I am glad, though, however, they are split into 2 parts, each being an hour and 40 minutes, and you get a 15-minute intermission. That's something I'm looking forward to. But, you know, I love movies, and this is like the first big marathon I've ever done, and it's pretty awesome doing it with this dork over here. What are your anticipations for The Brutalist? He thought it was a murder movie. I don't know what it is, but I've heard it's good.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
He thought it was like The Butcher or something.
So,
I am looking forward to the movie. I've heard it is fantastic and going to be worthy to win Best Picture. So we will see and come out with our final thoughts of the movie on this marathon.
2 hours later.
You know, to you guys, it was 2 seconds. To us, it is 3.5 hours later.
4.
Because 4 hours, technically, because of the time that we waited for the movie to start in the 15-minute intermission. So, basically, yeah, because we waited 15 minutes. So, basically, 4 hours later, and the marathon's over. Final movie of the marathon. Are you sad it's over?
A little bit.
Yeah, it was a great marathon. It was so fun. First marathon that I've ever done, you've ever done. I thought you were going to hate it, but we'll definitely be doing this next year, won't we? Oh, yeah. It was a ton of fun. Last movie, The Brutalist. What did you think? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It was way too long, and I feel like for the length that we didn't really get anywhere. I feel like it was the same thing.
That's fair. I liked the movie. The first 30 to 45 minutes, I did not like it all. I was like, oh, this is boring. I don't get invested in this at all. But I think as soon as Guy Pearce gets put in this movie, I think the movie turns instantly more investing. The dialogue was witty, the plot was intriguing, and the final 30 minutes of the film I thought were really intense and really worked. But the rest of the movie, besides the first 30 to 45 minutes, did a nice job of keeping me invested. Now, I didn't necessarily think it was great. Like I said, it's kind of like Nickel Boys, where like it's got a good plot here. This one kept me more invested than Nickel Boys did, but where I'm not like the biggest fan of it. Like, yeah, it was a good movie, but like, would I ever watch it again? Did I necessarily have a fun time watching it? No. Do I think it's better than Nickel Boys? On a watchability level, yes. Maybe Nickel Boys is a little bit of a better movie, but it's more to the bottom of my list just because I did not have fun watching Nickel Boys. I didn't have fun watching this movie, but it was more watchable, and it did some things more that I liked. The cast here is fantastic. Guy Pearce, like I said, incredible. Felicity Jones, great in here, but Adrian Brody, phenomenal. I liked it. Overrated? I don't know. I don't know if I can call this overrated, because it's good. It's just not necessarily a movie for me, but I completely thought it was going to be something else. So, I mean, not necessarily my movie, but I did think it was good. Any final thoughts on The Brutalist, last movie of the marathon?
No.
What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, it lost my attention, like, not even halfway through the movie, so I'll give it about a 5.
5. What
But
was the high? I think you gave Wicked a 5.
Yeah, I give Wicked a 6, and this one a 5.
Didn't you give Nora like a 4? You gave Conclave a 4.
The more I think about it, the more I know that my ratings are bad.
His ratings are horrible, guys. He hasn't even given anything an 8. This is the best picture marathon. Like, the highest you went was like a 7.5. That's crazy. For me, The Brutalist, I'd give it, let's say 7.5. I'd go 7.5. Today was not the best day for the, not festival, but for the marathon, because none of these movies I thought were an 8, but they were all good. Like, 3.5 stars was the worst one. And so, I thought the movie was good. I thought it worked. Give it 7.5 out of 10. On a scale of 1 through 100, what are the odds it wins the Oscar?
Movies like this win the Oscar, I think, so I'll give it like a 48.
See, last year, 48.
48.
Okay. Last year, we had an obvious one. Like, the front runner was Oppenheimer. This year, I don't feel like we have a front runner, but I do feel like this one could be a front runner. Dune Part 2 or Anora. I think not even Dune Part 2. Like this one or Anora or, I don't know. Let's say, I don't know. Maybe just this one or Anora, I feel like, are the two front runners that could win Best Picture. I don't know. It's a struggling year for this. I'm going to give this one like an 82% chance to win Best Picture. While it's not necessarily the best for me, I still liked it and could win Best Picture. All right, you know what we're doing. You're ranking every single one of these movies we saw. Now, he hasn't seen Emilia Perez. Neither have I. I'm watching it tomorrow, hopefully before the live stream, but most likely after, so I probably won't watch it before the live stream. But he might watch it with me. He might not. I don't know yet. What is your ranking of the 9? I'm not giving my ranking because I'll have my ranking on Monday.
Number 9 goes to Nickel Boys. That movie was so boring. Number 8 goes to the movie that I fell asleep during.
Conclave?
Conclave.
You keep forgetting the name of that one.
Yeah, just because I fell asleep during
that
it.
was a surprising one to me.
I was awake. I was eating pizza. I couldn't really hear what they were saying. So
that one was a very surprising one to me. I really liked that one.
Number 7. Probably.
Oh, he's thinking. Just think.
Fuck.
I'll edit it. Substance, Anora.
Number 7.
I'm Still Here.
No.
Dune Part 2.
No.
What was,
we were just saying I'll put 7.
okay, say it.
Number 7.
The Brutalist?
The Brutalist. That's
Can't
what it's
remember
called.
these names, bud.
The Brutalist, just because it's quite boring and it goes on for a long time. Number 6. The Substance.
Substance. Ooh, you had to think about
Just because, you know, it's lost me at the end with all the crazy stuff.
For me, I didn't really vibe with it the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, though, in theaters, like, it's grown on me. It's in my top 5, and I thought it was going to be at the bottom of the list. Continue. What's your number? What are we on? 5?
I think. Number 5, Anora. Just because the more I think about it, is the more that the second act was quite funny and enjoyable when they were done doing the pornos. Number 4, I'll have to give Wicked. Because Wicked, quite fun, enjoyable, I know, musical, but I enjoyed talking to him during the movie and just saying random
We whispered, don't worry, we didn't bother anybody, but, I mean, I've seen the movie before, and he doesn't like musicals, so, I mean, it was kind of fun.
Number 3.
Here we go, Dune Part 2, a complete...
Dune Part 2.
Yeah, I figured because he's going to put Dune Part 2 anywhere but one.
Actually, Dune Part 2, 4.
For Wicked 3?
Wicked 3.
What? Is he on track?
The subtitles movie.
I'm Still Here.
I'm Still Here. Put it at 2, and The Complete Unknown #1.
Okay, you heard from
best performance.
Timothy Chalamet
In the whole Oscar performance.
The more I think about it, I think it's better than his Dune Part 2 performance. I really like that movie.
He
and it's
deserves
getting
a
a lot of hate.
Grammy.
What? You mean an Oscar?
Yeah.
A Grammy. He deserves a Grammy. Because a Grammy's for music. He deserves a Grammy. Doing these hurt my brain. Look, we've been here for a little over 13 hours. 14 hours almost. And he's already hurting my brain. So, it's been fun. That was his ranking. It's very controversial and it's very terrible. But, yeah, I'm going to watch Emilia Perez. I'm going to have a ranking of the Best Picture nominees on Monday after the Oscars. And again, stay tuned for the live stream. I really appreciate you guys sticking with us on this video. Any final thoughts for the whatever it was, marathon? What would you give the marathon experience out of 10?
A 10.
A 10.
If you guys don't like subtitled movies, I didn't like it, go watch I'm Still Here, because it's really good. And that's my final thoughts.
That's a good thought. He'd give it a 10. I'd give it a 10. You know? I mean, it was awesome. Maybe a 9.5. Maybe just because I'm Still Here didn't start, or like we had to listen to audio for like 20 minutes without picture. And then like other things that happen, a lot of junk food and stuff, and like feel a little sick and stuff. But you know, like 9.5, I'm actually just gonna say 10. It was awesome. And it was fun hanging out with this doofus. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe.